Welcome to day 20 of your yoga practice. My name is Mary. Thank you for joining me. Today we are going to be practicing something called drishti, which means gaze. So if you can steady your gaze, it's easy to find focus and stillness in your mind and body. For today's practice, a chair might come in handy. Let's get started. We're going to start on our backs. So settle in. Feel your back sinking into the earth. You could have your knees up. I'm going to put my feet a little bit wider than my mat and let my knees knock together. Now look up towards the ceiling, and we're going to do some eye exercises. Our eyes are a part of our body that we tend to neglect and overuse. So start by just moving your gaze from side to side, left to right. And you might find that one direction your gaze moves very smoothly and the other's very jerky. And having that jerkiness in your eyes is a sign that your eyes are strained. So doing these exercises a couple times during the day, especially if you work at a computer a lot, is advantageous. So now look up towards the ceiling. And now we're going to do the same thing, but looking up first towards our forehead and then down towards the chin. So just up and down. Again, just noticing there's some jerkiness and just recognizing that it's there, and know that you're doing good work when you do these exercises. Now blink your eyes a couple times. They may be watering a little bit. Rub your hands together so you can get some heat. And once you feel heat from that friction, cup your hands over your eyes. Close your eyes. And then open your eyes with your hands still cupped. And then you can let your arms fall to your sides. So roll onto your side and come up to a seated position. And then onto all fours, coming into cat-cow. So bringing chest and tailbone up. So you breathe in, exhaling, tucking chin towards your chest, rainbowing your spine. And up and down. So now curl your toes, bring your hips high and back to downward dog, knees quite bent, let your neck relax, and pedal your feet, moving one heel up and then the next, feeling expansion in your spine. Now look to your hands, walk your feet up to your hands to come to a halfway lift. Bend your knees a lot and forward fold, let your neck relax. And then press into the ground to rise up. Bring your hands to your heart and down to your sides. Bring your chair onto your mat. We're going to do some balance, so you might like to have the chair handy for that. So come into mountain pose or Tadasana, your feet hip-width distance apart, slight bend to your knees, standing up tall, length all along your body. Draw your shoulders down and back. Now bring your weight, most of your weight, to your left foot, and we're coming into tree pose. So you could use your chair for support. You could place the bottom of your foot on your ankle, shin, or up to your thigh. Find a position that's comfortable. Still standing up tall with your shoulders down and back. And now what we're going to do is work on drishti. So that's finding a point of focus. So maybe there's like a speck of dust in front of you. And just train your eyes on that one spot while you balance. So you could still hold on to your chair, maybe your hands by your heart. And we're going to settle in. Notice if you're holding your breath. And breathe. And focus and find that stillness in your mind and your body. And then we'll come down and move to the other side. So place most of your weight on your right foot. Still, you could have your chair here for balance, placing the bottom of your left foot on your ankle, calf, or your thigh. And finding a hand placement that's good for you. And once again, find that point of focus. Breathing in and out through your nose, drawing inward, using your gaze to steady you, laser-like focus, turning inward. And then you can come down. Now bring your chair to the top of your mat. And we're going to hinge at your hips and reach out towards your chair. So stretch your arms long. You might need to adjust your feet. We're going into a position called Warrior 3. So we're going to put most of our balance on our right foot. Lift your left foot up and then lift your left leg parallel to the ground. So reaching, extending your spine, holding onto your chair, flexing your left foot. Let your neck come in line with your arms. Notice if you're tilting upwards towards the left and see if you can bring your hips parallel to the ground and focus on the ground and breathing. And then you can come up and we'll take a little freedom breath here. Deep breath in, arms out and up, and then to your sides. Now we'll come onto the left foot, finding a placement where your arms are stretched long. So play around with that. Get your balance on your left foot, and then bring your right leg straight and parallel to the ground. Flex your right foot and extend your spine and focus. And then you can bring your right foot down. We'll take another freedom breath, deep breath in, arms out and up. Bring your hands to your heart and down to your sides. So come to a position, a seated position. You could be on your chair or on your mat. Find a position that's comfortable. Sitting up tall, feeling a long line from the crown of your head to your bottom. Draw your shoulders down and back. Now find a point of focus in front of you. And as you're focusing, you'll notice that thoughts come in. And just keep returning to your point of focus. Just drawing awareness to that one single point. And when you allow your mind and your body to come to stillness, that's where you find your inner voice. You might call it your intuition. It's that voice that's always there, but it gets drowned out by all the noise and the whirling and twirling of thoughts. So if you're ever feeling overwhelmed and caught in a thought vortex, come to stillness, come to focus. Draw your hands to your heart. Take a full deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste.